Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to tell you guys 10 differences that I came up with between private and public accounting. Now, just for a background, I worked in public accounting for almost 2 years and I've been working in private accounting for about 10 months. The first 6 things that I'm going to tell you guys are what I like to call things that I feel like are universal differences between private and public accounting. And then the last 4 things I'm going to tell you about are just from my personal experience. But this is just to help anyone who's looking to transition from public to private accounting or who don't know which field they want to go in. So the first difference, and this is probably my favorite thing about private accounting, is that there's no time entry in private accounting. Private accounting, you only work for one company, and so you only do the accounting for that one company. But in public accounting, you have a bunch of different clients. So you have to put in your time every single day so that the company knows how much to bill the client for. And I know that at my current company, there are some departments that do have to do time entry. I work at an advertising company and we also have clients. So those who work directly with clients do have time entry. But for me in the finance department, I do not, because I do not work directly with the clients. The next difference between private and public accounting is that private accounting, you pretty much have routine work, meaning it's a very routine job, while in public accounting, you are pretty much doing something different. So right now in my position, I pretty much have the same tasks to do every single month. And then every quarter, we also do the same thing. So every month I have to do an actuals report, a forecasting report, and I also have to get client approvals. I also have to send reminders to the different agencies to clear their validations for their income statement and balance sheet. So I pretty much do that every single month. And then every quarter, we have to have meetings with the auditors that audit our financial statements. So that is pretty much what I do on a day-to-day basis, on a month-to-month basis, and on a quarter-to-quarter basis. When I was in public accounting, I did work in audit, so every audit was pretty much the same, but I was doing something different pretty much every day. There wasn't much routine, and every month I would be doing something different. Every quarter I would be doing something different. And I am someone who actually prefers routine in my job, which is why I think private accounting was a better fit for me. But if you're someone that gets bored of routine and you like to do something different, then I think public accounting is the way you should go. The next difference between private and public accounting is that in private accounting, you have no busy season, but in public accounting, you do have busy season. Again, this will vary company to company. For me, at my current job right now, I have never had to work more than 8 or 9 hours a day. And that was only maybe once or twice. I pretty much only work 7.5 to 8 hours a day, which is just a normal work day. In public accounting, there is busy season, which is typically from January to April, where you're working extra hours every weekday and you're working some hours on the weekends. But then for the rest of the year, you don't have that. So it's a lot more chill. And I am not someone who likes to work a bunch all at once and then have a few months where I have very little work. I prefer it to be more balanced throughout. I just feel like I'm just so much more stressed if I have to do so much work all at once. The next difference is that I feel like in private accounting, it's a little bit more laid back than in public accounting. I feel like in public accounting, they were a lot more strict and having to meet deadlines, and managers would not really small talk with you. Like, I didn't really small talk with my coworkers or anything. But in private accounting at my job right now, we always small talk. We talk about life and other things besides work, but we also get our work done. And they're a little bit more lenient with deadlines because, again, I do work with different agencies, and a lot of times the agencies, they don't meet their deadlines. And if they don't meet their deadlines, we can't meet our deadlines. So I don't know, maybe that's just in the industry that I'm in, but I think overall in private accounting, it might be a little bit more laid back than it is in public accounting. The next difference is that in private accounting, you pretty much have one team that you work with, and you have one manager, and you pretty much work with those people every single day. In public accounting, at least when you're an audit associate or a senior associate, you pretty much switch engagements in teams. So whatever client you're working on, whoever is the manager, senior manager, partner of that client is your manager. And so For me, at least, I didn't have one set manager that I could go to. I did have a performance coach, which I worked with, but I didn't work with her all the time. So I never felt like I had one person to report to. But now in private accounting, I pretty much have one person that I report to, and I work with the same people. And it's a small team, but I really do like it. My company is very big, but the team that I work with is very small. The next difference is about moving up in the hierarchy chain. So this is one positive thing about public accounting, is that you pretty much move to the next level after a certain number of years. So in general, in private accounting, you start out as an associate, whether you're working in tax or audit, and you work there for 2 years. And as long as you're meeting your performance reviews, then you move to the next level. And then after a certain number of years, if you're doing okay and if you're meeting your performance review ratings, then you move on to manager or supervisor, whatever the next level is. Now, in public accounting, you cannot be a manager if you don't have your CPA license. So that is one barrier from moving up. But if you have your CPA license, you shouldn't face any barrier from moving up. And after a certain number of years in each position, you will be moving up. In private accounting, there's a lot more gray area. You aren't guaranteed a higher position after a certain number of years, even if your performance reviews are good. So it's really based on manager discretion, and if they need another position to be filled, if they want to hire someone new, that will all determine if you're going to move up or not. So you can work in one position for 10 years and not be able to move up. Or you could work in a position for 1 year and then move up. So it really depends company to company and manager to manager. So now we're getting to the last 4 things that I came up with, and this will be more based on my personal experience. So this will not apply to every private accounting position and every public accounting position. The first thing is salary. Now, I know we are all interested in how much money we're gonna make in private accounting versus public accounting. I did make an entire video talking about what my salary was when I was in public accounting and my raises. So if you want to know that information, I will link that video below and I'll put a card on the screen. So in public accounting, if you move to the next level, you will get a salary increase. Now, how much that salary increase is depends which public accounting firm you work at. And for me, I never became a senior audit associate when I was in public accounting. I always was just an audit associate, but I did get 2 salary increases. And now in private accounting, I've only been here for about 10 months. So I obviously didn't get a salary increase, but they did increase my salary when I switched from public to private accounting. Obviously, whenever you switch jobs, they will usually give you a salary increase. So yes, I am making more money in private accounting, but I don't think it's because private accounting pays you more. Maybe it is, I don't know. They're only paying me more because I had some experience and I was switching jobs, but I know you can make a lot of money in public accounting once you become manager, senior manager, and partner. This one is time off and vacation. In my public accounting job, I did get 21 PTO days, and that was just the standard for anyone starting off at that firm. I know that they do give you more days if you've been there longer, but I unfortunately did not get that because I wasn't there long enough. At my private accounting job right now, I get 15 vacation days, I get 7 sick days, and I get 3 personal days. So I guess technically that's 25 days off, but it's only 15 vacation days, and then 6 days you can only use for doctor's appointments or if you're sick, obviously. And then for personal days, you can only use that if you're celebrating your anniversary or if you're moving or if it's your birthday. It's very specific requirements. You can't use sick days and personal days as vacation days. The next thing is that when I was in public accounting, I was working completely remote, and this probably had to do with the fact that I started during COVID, and so we were all remote, and they did talk about bringing everyone back to the office, but they never did that even 2 years later. Right now in my private accounting job, I do work hybrid, which means I work 3 days in the office and then 2 days at home, and honestly, I really like that because it's such a change, and I get to interact with some of my coworkers, and I don't know, I feel like I'm just a lot more productive in the office. And then when I'm working from home, I feel like I can really relax, and it's just a change of scenery. So I really do like the hybrid work environment. But I do have to agree that it is a lot easier to work from home because you're at home and you don't have to go to the office and get ready the next day to go to the office and commute and all that stuff. And then the last difference I came up with is that in private accounting, there are a lot more social events and activities. When I was in public accounting, we barely had any of that. But then again, it could have been because of COVID. But at my job right now, we have so many activities. We have Bring Your Child to Work Day next week, which I don't have children, but the people that I work with that do have children can bring their children to work, and then we can meet them and play with them. And then we also have a holiday party, a summer party. We go out to lunch and dinner, and we have painting sessions, and it's just a lot of fun. Oh, and also we had gift wrapping for Christmas this past December, which we all brought in a gift and we would wrap them up for the kids. We also had a gourmet hot chocolate bar. So there's just so much fun things to do. And I have a lot of fun at this company. And this is something that I really like about my company right now versus my public accounting firm. In my public accounting firm, we pretty much never had activities. It was pretty much just working. Again, that might just be my accounting firm and my company, but let me know if you guys have a lot of activities if you work in public accounting, because I don't really know if that's a thing in public accounting. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something. Let me know if you agree with any of the things that I came up with, or if you disagree. That's completely fine. We all have different experiences. But if you enjoyed this video, definitely subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and give this video a like. Hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.